The Witcher has a release date. I'll give you the results of my very, very important poll. And a new reality show looks amazing. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario.
Woohoo! Let's go!
All right, so before we get into everything, let me give you a quick reminder that you can listen to the podcast in the iHeartRadio app. Just type in The Show Presents Super Dario World. You'll find it right there. You can also find it as Super Dario World Podcast on SoundCloud, on iTunes, now on Google Podcast, also on YouTube. Where else can you find it? You can find it on CastBox, Spotify, Podcast Addict, everywhere. I'm putting the finishing touches, and by that I mean not really. I'm finishing up my stupid new Instagram account, Super Dario World. You can find that on Instagram. I'm finishing that one up, and also a Facebook fan page. You can find that under Super Dario World. I'm gonna just start sending everything there. If I have you on Facebook or on Instagram, I will send you an invite pretty soon. I need to finish filling it out before I hate filling stuff. I hate filling all that stuff up, but I got to because, it's the best way to notify people and keep people informed and yada, 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 all that stuff. Anyway, so got that out of the way. For the moment, also, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram. You can still message me there for the moment if you want. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I did something yesterday, and a lot of people have asked me, why? Why would you do this? They get the importance of the question, though. They respect the question. It's an important question, but they wondered, why did this come to mind? And what I did was yesterday on my Instagram, I posted a picture on my story, and it's of Princess Leia in the gold bikini and Padme Amidala on her white suit and Geonosis that's ripped up. And I pretty much asked people, which one would you prefer, right? Which one do you like more? Which is more attractive? Whatever. You could have taken it any way you wanted. And I wanted to see, what people thought. Because I have a very, very strong opinion on it. And, let me start by giving you the results. First off, the results were by a very close margin. At the end total was 47% to 53%. And the winner was Padme Amidala. Padme Amidala won here. So, that, by the way, would have been my pick. I didn't get to vote on this one, but if I could have voted, I would have voted for Padme Amidala. Now, why did I ask this question? Yesterday on the P1 podcast, we were talking about fantasies, right? Fantasies in the bedroom and all that stuff. And Eddie mentioned something, to nobody's surprise, Eddie mentioned Princess Leia gold bikini. And something just immediately struck a chord with me, like, you want to go Padme? Really? Like, I get it. Princess Leia gold bikini, iconic. But there's something about Padme, man, that ripped suit. It's how old was I? When did episode 2 come out? I need to figure that one out. It's Attack of the Clones. Because I need to figure out how old I was when I saw this. Because obviously that plays a factor. 2002. So I was about 13. So yeah, that is the moment I may have become a man. Seeing Natalie Portman with the rip thing, I was like, oh my God, this is when I guess I already passed puberty, but I was a late bloomer, so maybe that's when I hit it. I don't know, but it was a moment for me, and I loved it. And to me, there's something about the whole like the rip thing that's dangerous. She's actually more active. You could argue the characters. I would argue that the character of the character of Leia is a better character than Padme. Well, she's definitely in a better story because the prequel story is kind of a mess everywhere, and Padme's got this whole thing where she's seducing a child that's technically like a priest. So she's kind of a cougar. Padme's a bit of a cougar, but it's weird. Let's just say tad bizarre. Just a tad bizarre. Anyway, but I don't know. You like the performance is great. There's a few great things that came out of the prequels. One would be Natalie Portman as Padme, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. The lightsaber fight at the end of Episode 1. Those are all great things that came out of it. So it had its moments, and Padme on Geonosis was one of them. So yeah, I completely agree with that one. Winner by a close margin, by a very close margin. But I guess. If I go into it and break down the ages of people, I could see if it was a generational thing, but I'm not gonna do that. Too busy, too much work. Anyway, those are the results. In case you cared. Now let's get into it. So the trailer for the new Witcher series, the newest Netflix series, just dropped yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't see it while I think it dropped while I was recording the podcast, so I didn't really get to see it. The series looks really good. The trailer looks really good. I was already excited for it. I actually got to be a part of the Hall H presentation at Comic-Con. It was great. The big thing here is that Henry Cavill actually, I think he nails Geralt. I was about to say Geralt, and I can imagine people just throwing things at me. No, I think he nails Geralt. I really liked one of the responses that he does, like, oh yeah, he's got it. Like, the dude's a huge nerd. He's a huge gamer. And he took the role very seriously. One of the biggest things is that he insisted that he had to do all the stunts. Like, he actually wanted to be his body movements and everything when the show's done. So big. I respect the guy, and this is a character in a series that's important to him. So I'm excited for it. It looks really, really exciting. Honestly, I'm excited for it, and it has a release date. The release date officially is December 20th. So, I guess I'm not going to make any plans that day because I'm going to watch the whole freaking thing. Anyway, big news there. Important stuff. Excited for it. Anyway, moving on. Colin Trevorrow, who will be, if I'm not wrong, he will be directing the next Jurassic World movie. He co-wrote it and will direct the next Jurassic World movie. And a lot of people have been asking him is like, hey, what's up with all the three original characters returning? And by that I mean Dr. Malcolm, Ellie, and oh my god, I'm blanking out. But it's Ellie and Grant. Sorry, Dr. Malcolm, Dr. Grant, and Ellie returning. And what's the story going to be about? And so his response I actually thought was pretty interesting, and it got me excited for the movie again. Because when I first heard about it, it's like, all right, this could be cool, but how are they going to bring him back? That'd be silly. And why didn't they bring him back before? It would have been weird. But let me just read you his response. That way you don't have to take it from me. So this is what he said, and I quote, and when they asked him about why didn't they return sooner, we'd have to come up with a reason why Ellie, Malcolm, and Grant all went to the theme park on the exact same day it broke down. Again. The next film allows the legacy characters to be a part of the story in an organic way. Emily Carmichael and I call it Jurassic Park 4 because it is. You start asking the most basic question. Who are these people now? What do they make of the new world they're living in? And how do they feel about being a part of this story? Ultimately, it will be in collaboration with the actors. They know and love these characters. We'll do it together. So there's good and there's bad there. Now, if you listen to the podcast a few episodes before, I don't even remember which one it was. I rambled on a lot about Game of Thrones on this week, but I gave my opinion on why I don't like actors having that big of a say in the plot. But in this case, I guess they are the legacy, and this is not the original creator of the work. So I guess their input could be necessary, could be important, and could be helpful. Like, I wish they would have asked Mark Hamill more questions, that Mark Hamill could have had a bigger input on what Luke's life was or what his character was on The Last Jedi. Like, I wish, because he was not happy with what happened. That is pretty clear. Anyway, and I think he was pretty vocal about it. So asking the legacy actors, it's fine. The interesting thing here is they're not going to just pretend a lot of things didn't happen or that their lives stopped or anything. They're going to keep going. So they're thinking forward. Like, I like the whole Jurassic Park 4 thing. It's not just Jurassic World 3, it's Jurassic Park 4. So how they're doing today is very important, particularly with the way Jurassic World 2 ended. So I'm liking this. I'm liking that they're keeping their feet on the ground. They're trying to be realistic about the whole situation, because I think that was a major flaw in the second movie and also Jurassic Park 3. So honestly, it looks pretty interesting. I was always excited for it because, again, dinosaurs. I'm a big fan of dinosaurs. Now I'm actually pretty pumped. I'm really, really pumped to see it. Fortunately, it's coming out until June 11, 2021. But you know what? There's other movies coming out in the meantime. And this news is actually pretty good news, at least for me. Anyway, to finish off, maybe the most interesting news I've seen all day. And it's not really a piece of news. They just announced a new TV show that's coming to December. Now, I need to clarify this. I am not a reality TV show guy. In general, I am not a reality TV show guy. Maybe sports, but you could argue if that's reality TV show or not. And the reason why I don't like reality TV is because my very first job in anything TV, film, or new media related was I worked on the pilot for a TV show. And it's actually a fun story. I started off being hired as a sound assistant because, all right, I was in Guadalajara, Mexico. I was studying communications down there, and an American production company flew down to Mexico because they wanted to shoot a pilot there. So a producer came to our school and he said, "Oh, we need assistants, blah blah. If you want experience, hop on." So I signed up. I got hired, and basically they told me, "All right, well, you're going to be the assistant to the sound guy. So come here one day before, since you've never done this, and he'll teach you how to use the equipment and everything, and you'll be not useless. Also, a big reason why you're here is because you speak English. So we're going to need you to help us translate stuff. So you're going to be helping out the audio guy, but you're also going to be helping out the producer to translate with each other. You're going to help the director translate for the crew. You're going to have to the cast translating for everybody. So you're going to basically be translator, but your title is going to be sound assistant." Like, all right, okay, cool. I can do that. The day that I was going to be trained, it turns out that the sound guy got another job, and he's like, "All right, well, you're going to keep all the equipment, so I'm going to teach you how to use it, and now you're going to be the sound guy." And I was like, what? I got hired to be the assistant. Like, I what? I've never used any of this stuff before. It's like, don't worry, I'll teach you. And so he taught me once, and I took it over from there. And during the production, not only was I the sound guy, I was the director's assistant, I was the producer's, I was everybody's assistant because everybody needed translation within each other. And you can't have only one translator on the whole thing and actually have that guy be the sound guy because you have to have headphones the whole time. It was, let's just say it was hectic, but it was fun and I learned a lot, which is very, very important. Mostly, I learned that I love that industry, but I also learned that it was a pilot for a reality TV show. Big thing that I learned is reality TV shows are all BS. Everything's staged, everything's planned out, everything's already coordinated, so everything's fake. So to me, from that moment, it was like, all right, I love working in TV, film, new media, but if I'm gonna watch a fake TV show with a fake story, I would rather watch one with good writers and good actors instead of wasting my time on reality TV. So, with that being said, don't regularly like reality TV shows because I know they're fake. But this one sounds amazing. The title of this show is Man versus Bear. And, all right, so I know what you're thinking. Man versus bear, what could that be? Like kind of man versus wild, man versus food, all that stuff? The answer is, yeah, kind of. It's going to be a competition show where man competes against bear. And I know what you're thinking. You mean like a fat hairy dude who's also kind of weird? Like no. I mean an actual bear, the mammal. And not only one bear, it's a team of bears. Now, I know what you're thinking. Now, is this going to be like the Michael Phelps thing where he's like, oh, he's going to swim against the shark, but he only just like swam in a pool and they just timed it against the shark, which was so disappointing? Well, the answer to that is, I think not. I think not, because they showed a little sneak peek. And basically, here's what it is. And you know what? I'll just read it to you. Humans will be entering the bears' territory and take them on in a competition like never attempted. 3 grizzly bears, whose names are Bart, Honeybump, and Tank, will compete against 3 humans in challenges involving speed, strength, and stamina. Each episode will feature 5 different competitions that are apparently based on what the bears do in the wild. Some of the competitions include a tug of war between bear and man, and other strength tests involving pushing big logs. In the final round, the human competitors will square off against the biggest bear, Bart, who stands more than 8 feet tall and weighs 1,400 pounds. All of the bears live in a sanctuary in Utah, which is where the competition will take place. One of the competitors is an MMA fighter named Ira, who spoke frankly about the challenge. Competing against bears is both scary and exciting, Ira said, according to Hollywood Reporter. So, also, another quote from an animal expert. Grizzlies are extremely clever and lightning-fast animals. Do these humans stand a chance? And will the humans be able to prove that they're the ultimate predators or simply prey? I am loving this. And at first I was like, how safe is this gonna be? Well, I'm not really mean safe. I mean, like, how are they gonna do this in a way that they can't get sued or BS all this stuff? Or again, how are we gonna get cheated? Because there's no way it could be as good as I'm imagining it in my mind. Well, there's a clip in a sneak peek where you see one dude running, and in the same shot right behind him, a grizzly going right at him, full speed. It looks amazing. Now, could they have cheated this shot? Sure, but I don't think so. It looks great. I can't. This may be the biggest disappointment ever. I don't care. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see man versus bear. This is a terrible idea, but at the same time, it's genius. Whoever thought about this, I love you. You're a genius, and I can't wait to see man versus bear. Anyway, the show will premiere on the Discovery Channel on December 4th, and yours truly will be watching it because it's man versus bear. This is a terrible idea. This may be the dumbest idea ever in reality TV shows, but I don't know. I think every second I'm going to be like, these dudes are going to get killed. These dudes are going to be... I have to watch it. I just have to. I love animals in general, and I love... What's an expression that I've said on this show multiple times? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And this is a very stupid game, and I can't wait to see them win their very stupid prize. Anyway, that's it for... I'll leave you with that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, reminder, I will be doing my podcast in Spanish. I will be loading it tomorrow if you want to check that out. I'm also going to be sporadically during the weekend. I don't know how busy. I'm actually going to be kind of busy, but I'll try doing some Twitch stuff, some Mixer stuff, so you can check that out. Again, I also do that in Spanish. So, I think that's it. Also, again, check out my Facebook page, Super Dario World. Check out my Instagram page, superdarioworld.podcast. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me right there. As always, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend.